Hey everybody, Pat here. Welcome back to West Corners Custom Cycles and the Underground Garage. Today I'm going to be hoeing out this hog hole. Calling it the hog hole because there's 16 bikes in here and most of them are Harleys. There's a couple metrics in there, but I'm going to give you a quick look around at how just overrun this place has gotten. It's the first week in September here in upstate New York. And in about 2 months, it's going to be real cold and I'm going to have to button this place up and have a place to work. So I got to get it cleaned out now. I built a little shed over here on the side of the garage. I'm going to try and stick a bunch of these smaller bikes in there and see how much room I can make to get around in here. All right, check this out. There we go. That's the Virago. That's mine. Mama's is under the sheet. This is a 250 Harley Davidson. This is a 175 Harley Davidson. There are, I don't know how well you can see it from here, but there's 4 more along over here. I'll show you from the other door, that door that's over there. But as you can see, I cannot even move around this place. There's a little 125 up there in front of everything. Still got a couple of half-done projects here. I really got to get my self shifted up in gear and get that going. But let me show you from the other side. You can see how overrun this is. And I'm going to try and get all these bikes out of here. I'll bring these all out, take a quick walk around with the camera on them. You guys can check them out. And hey, anybody here sees something they, think they might want, a project bike, hit me up in the comments. You never know. Maybe we can work something out. Except for these ones. These ones are not for sale. Okay. Here's around to the other side. That's the shed I plan on trying to stick a bunch of these bikes in over here. And this is a view from the other side. That's the other 4 bikes I was talking about that are in over here. And our next couple of projects are also in here too. I think one of them is going to be that red 250. I'm going to see if I can't get that started in like a day or two, because that's not too far from being okay to go. And another one is going to be this Yamaha Virago right here. If you guys saw what I did to the 94 Yamaha Virago that I redid, we're going to do something similar to that, but I got a couple other ideas I want to do on that. All right, just letting you see how overrun this is. Okay, I'm going to start moving bikes out. We'll go from there. See ya. Okay, everybody, got the first 3 out of there. This is the Yamaha Virago 750, 1994. Kind of a chopper build I did on that. And we're going to do something really cool, similar to this on the one that's in the garage that I'm digging out of there. And there's the other one. There's my bike, the skull bike. That's why we call it the skull bike. And then we got Mama's bike over there. That's her 2015 Sportster. That's her baby. I think I'm going to get some mini apes on there I've got in the garage, and I've got new hand controls and extensions already too. So I think that's what that's going to get next. That'll be a video. Now over here is that 250 project bike I told you we were going to get at. Now, like I said, I want to see if I can start this in a day. This thing is all original. Even has the original Pirelli tires on it. Seat's got a tear in it, but that's no big deal. Doesn't make it run any worse. Everything is all original on here. It's not missing anything. It's got the kickstand, chain guard. I'm going to have to go through the carburetor on this. It's got a PHBE, or yeah, BE32 on it, I guess. So we're going to be going through that. And that'll be another carburetor going on the carburetor rebuild playlist. If you're looking for information on how to rebuild a carb, I got probably 6 or more videos on there on different carbs. As you can see, it's missing the air cleaner. I had the air cleaner in the side covers. I have another 250 in the garage that I had gotten that stuff for. It's missing the throttle assembly here, but I can take that off the other 250 so everything stays original on it. The 2 blinkers here, gonna have to straighten them out. And this one's got a break in it here. Maybe I'll take one off the other one just to get this one all put back together and original and done. And I can hunt down the parts I need for the other one in the garage when I go to getting that one back together. But this one, like I said, this is the one I think I can get going in a day. I got to put a battery in it down here, the air cleaner. Wiring all looks good on it. I've looked it over. It does have compression. And everything seems good on it. Front and rear brake work. So that's going to be when we're getting that probably in the next week or so. So I make some room in here. You can see I got 4 of them out of here already. Made a pretty good chunk of room in there. This is a Harley Davidson 175. I'd have to double check the year on this one. I picked that one up with the 250 that's out there. And way over here, that's the other 250 buried next to the Virago I'm trying to get out of here. I'm going to do a project on that. All right. Then all these ones. This is a Harley 350, 1972 or 3. That's a TX 125, I believe, 1 year only bike. That is a 76 or a 78 Sportster. I'm not sure which one it is. I have one of each. The frame for the other one is up there in the loft. All right, I'm getting back at this. See you in a bit. All right, here's that 175 out of the garage. Get a look at it. I've been looking it over. It's probably 75-80% there. Missing a side cover down here. It's missing the shifter. Missing the front sprocket for the chain. Missing the carburetor. Got seat and tank. Front end looks to be all there. The rear wheel here, I don't know how well you can see it, right down in here. It's missing a wheel spacer on this side. So the wheels kick to that side. And it's missing some of the rubbers that go in there, dampeners. There's one on the end of the handlebar right there. There's one still in the tire. Takes 5 altogether. I'm going to have to hunt them down, I guess, when I go to get this back together. If this was like the 250, I don't see a regulator on it. Oh, maybe that's that. This motor is locked up. Does not turn over. I'm going to put this one in the shed. Before I do, I'm going to pull the spark plug down here. Dump a couple shots of Murphy's oil down the neck of it. And let it sit. And maybe the next time I try and roll it over, she'll break free. We'll see what happens. Like I said, missing a few things. Headlight and the bands that hold it in. Other than that, the front end looks all right and complete. And I also got the 1968 Harley Davidson 125 Aramaki out of the garage. Now this bike, And all three of the bikes over there have been profiled on the channel if you want to check them out. Now, under this tarp, I got so much crap in my garage, are my torches and a generator. But, all right, this is the 68. It's a 125. I put this thing back together. It does start and run. It's original tire bike. I take this out and ride it around the neighborhood. I do have it on the road. It is registered as a Harley Davidson and titled as a Harley Davidson, not an Aramaki. This is all original paint, original seat, no tears. That little bar actually doesn't go on this bike. It goes on a different bike that I have, so I'll probably be taking that off of there and putting it where it goes. It's original exhaust pipe. Everything's good on it. Good little bike, runs nice. Little two-stroker. All right, I'm going to get a couple more out of there. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are. We're back. This is a 1972 Harley Davidson 350. It is pretty roached, but it is all there. It's a heck of a basket case. I think it had 10,000 miles on it, but everything's there. Carburetor's there, air cleaner. Motor is locked up on it. I did just put a couple of ounces of Murphy oil down the cylinder, so I'll let that sit forever and a half, and we'll see if we can ever free this up. But as you can see, it's all there. Original seat, tail light, the lenses there. It's original exhaust. It's missing the points cover. You can see down here. Missing the front fender. Yes, it's a 10,000 mile bike. But yes, this thing is roached. This thing would need a 100% resto. What's cool is it's got the dual pull front brake hub. That was a nice feature these things had. I can't get over them big blocky gauges they got on it. I was looking, I couldn't tell when the last time it was on the road was. I don't know what that sticker is. Says it was originally bought from Arthur Tubb Tremonton, Harley Davidson in Clifton, New Jersey. Never heard of it. If any of you have, comment below, let us know. All right, another one I got out here is this TX Harley Davidson 125. I believe this is a 1973, and I also believe it is 1 year only. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to do a little more research. This bike here did come with a partial motor in it. For some reason, it had the cases and the jug and the head and everything on it, but no piston in it. The connecting rod just slapping around in there. I did buy another complete motor offline. It's in a box, should be all ready to go to just stick in there and wire up. So this will be another project we get to. Unless someone decides they want it more than me. But you can see it needs a ton of work. Seat needs to be recovered, but it looks like it's all there. Except for gauges to go up in this housing here that holds the gauge and lights, indicator lights. Doesn't look like it had blinkers at one time, it looks like. I believe that's what went on these. But it's all there. All right. I'm going to get these packed away in the shed there, and I'm going to go get a couple more out of there. See you in a minute. Okay, everybody. Here's the last two that I'm going to wind up pulling out of here today. This one I parked right here next to the other one because these are both 250s. The blue one is a 1975 and the red one over there is a 1976. Basically pretty much the same bike. There's a few subtle differences. Seats are different, kickstarters are a little different. Other than that, pretty much everything else is the same. I'm probably going to take a few parts off this blue one to get that red one up and running because it's more complete and ready to go. And this blue one is going to go over in the shed with the rest of them as a shelved project. And now the other one that I wanted to show you was the other one that we're going to make a project out of. This is the 1985 Virago. Now, I don't get this. I've looked at the manufacture date on it. It says 1 of 85. Now, in 85 and 84, the Viragos came with a 700 and a 1000. This one, for some reason, has an 1100 in it. And it is all trimmed in gold, like the 85s were. So, I'm not getting that. I don't know what the deal is. And I mean, this case is not interchangeable between a 1000 and an 1100, and you can see that's got the gold trim on it. So I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. I'm gonna have to do a little research and see what's going on with that and see if I can find out why this 85 has an 1100 in it. I think it was laid down and wrecked. It looks like the tank's been repainted. The other thing I noticed is right here, it says 1000. So this, I think, originally had a 1000 motor in it. But this is a newer motor. Don't know what it's out of. So, what year, I mean, you know, I don't know how new the motor is. It could be anywhere from an 86 to a 98. But, all right. Well, that's the other project. Now I'm going to get this one in the shed, and then get all the ones that are going back in the garage in there. I'm going to spend a couple hours in here cleaning. I'm going to take you in here and show you how much different it looks. Get this radio turned off. Okay, as you can see, huge difference in the amount of space I got in here now. And clean all this up, sweep it all up. This corner over here, I got to get all this corner cleaned out. Both these compressors died on me. I'm going to get that whole corner cleaned out. I got a new compressor to go in there. And the 75 here, we just went to take off the lift. I was going to swap it with the Virago so we could get it going. And for some reason, the front brake caliper's locked up on this. So I've got to pull that off tomorrow and see what's up with that so I can move it and get it swapped out with the Virago. All right. Now, I'm in upstate New York up here. This weekend in Canandaigua, there's a motorcycle swap meet. I'm going to try and get up there and see if I can't get a couple of these bikes up there. Get the Virago and maybe my Skull bike up there. Weather's supposed to be decent, so that's where I'm at, kids. All right. Finally made some room where I get some projects going in here for everybody. As always, you all be good to each other. Ride safe. Live life behind bars. I'm going to catch you in the next video and show you the progress I've made on the garage. Hopefully I'll have this on the lift by then. And I'm going to park this one in here in the garage so that we can get started on that. I'm hoping this one here is going to be a one-day project. Shouldn't take a lot to get it going. All right, everybody. About 9:30 the next morning. I was out here till about 8:30 last night. Did a lot of cleaning. Got the bikes out of here that I wanted to. Give you a look around. You can see now I can actually move around this place and get around the bikes. Now we can actually start doing some more build videos instead of me rebuilding carburetors and stuff on my bench because I can actually move around. So if you stayed through this whole video just to check out the bikes and stuff, I appreciate it. I thank you. And our next build is going to be this little gem right here. And that's going to happen this week. Not really much of a build. We're just going to get her back up and running. Going to have to go through the carburetor, put a new battery in it. I have the air cleaner. I have the side covers. I'll go through the tank. That's got old gas in it. Clean out the petcock, do all that stuff. And we'll go from there. And then the next one after that is going to be this Yamaha Virago. This has an 1100 motor in it. It's a 1985. Now, we tried to swap it out last night with this one, the 75 Sportster. I don't know if you guys remember this one. But for some reason, the front brake was all locked up on it. So I got to figure that out. That's not going to be a big deal. Must be the calipers hanging up or something. So I'll get that fixed, swap them around, get that Virago over here on the lift so we can start that next. All right, everybody. As always, I want to thank you for tuning into the channel. Please hit the like button, get notified when I'm putting up a new video. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about the channel. Tune back in next week when I go through this and we get it hopefully up and running. I'm going to try and do it in one day and see if we can't rip it up and down the road. I got, like you've seen, I got another parts bike out there, so I should have everything I need to at least get one going. So, I hope to see you then. As always, be good to each other, ride safe, live life behind bars, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.